Track announcer Dow Carnahan, welcome you again to Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway for tonight's York Dealers Fall Classic 40. York Heating and Air Conditioning limited late models take the Speedway for their first qualifying heat tonight. Lined up according to points from our Super Series nights. The top 6-point men will run a 6-car dash after the heats to determine the front 3 rows for this evening's York Dealers Fall Classic 40. On the pole in the Cabaret Lounge 69 is Danny Burns from Imperial. Outside the front row from Lisbon, Ohio in car 31 is Brad Westover. Inside row number 2, the Colonial Gallery Furniture, Three Brothers Plumbing and Supply, 64, 6 cars. Hey, in the checkered flag food court tonight, we've got Kyle Petty's Souvenir Mellow Yellow Cups, big cups, $2 for a 30-ounce drink, and you get to keep the cup. Nice big plastic Mellow Yellow Kyle Petty cup in the checkered flag food court tonight. Burns in the 69, Brad Westover the 31, bring the field up to speed off a turn 4. The green is out. Their first heat rolls into turn 1. 69, Danny Burns, 31 of Brad Westover, 64, Andy Catsellas, then Mike Morgan in car 83, Nick Dobnak the 42D, and the 2 of Jeff Scott. Cabaret Lounge 69. The heat race winner here will start 7th this evening in our York Dealers Fall Classic 40. Westover's 31 second, Catsellas in the 64 third, Morgan in the 83 fourth, 60 or 42. Nick Dobnak and the 2 of Jeff Scott follow down the back chute. The 64 of Andy Catsellas for 3rd. Catsellas continues to apply lots of pressure to the 31 of Brad Westover for 2nd. Danny Burns continues to lead. 4 laps are down. 4 laps down. Halfway the next time by. Catsellas in the 64 takes a peek on the inside of Brad Westover's 31. Just for a moment, Westover wins the race off of 2. He's still 2nd. Cabaret Lounge 69 of Danny Burns, your leader. Catsellas for a minute there looked to the outside coming down the front straightaway. Not enough room to squeeze by. Mike Morgan in car 83, trying to take 3rd from Catsellas. He had them passed in turn 2. Catsellas, though, wins the race down the back straightaway. Mike Morgan, the Morgan Equipment Service 83 down on the inside. Yellow flag is out. Car 2, Jeff Scott, on the back straightaway against the outside wall. Hey, if you'd like to sponsor a lap for the Pittsburgher, lap sponsorship forms are available in the gift shop. Each lap is worth at least $25. Whoever leads the lap you sponsor would get the money. If you have a business you'd like to get involved, again, the entry forms are down at the gift shop if you'd like to sponsor. Limited Late Models, Dandy Andy Gatellis down on the inside in car 64. Makes it stick. He's your new leader. Together here, Brad Westover to 31. It looks like Mike Morgan's right front wheel is up in his driver's compartment. Some close racing here in the heat. We're just getting started. Now when the 40 lapper comes around, look out. This race, it can only get better, folks. It can only get better. I think they were running in that order when they wrecked. Lap back. Back up to speed. The green is out. Charging into turn one, Andy Gatellis continues to lead. Danny Burns second. Morgan's 83 third. Then a 31 of Westover in fourth. Gatellis, your leader, close to the wall as he takes the white flag. Andy Gatellis out of Finleyville, heading for the checkered flag in our first qualifying heat for the York Limited Late Models. Off of turn 4, he will take the win. Close race for second. Danny Burns gets the runner-up spot. Mike Morgan third. Brad Westover fourth. Former Bill Yakin car from a couple of years back. Chuck Mallory from Bethel Park in the 64X. And the Remax Real Estate, number 7, second of 3 qualifiers for the York dealers. Fall Classic 40 to be followed by the 6-car dash. Ed Dunn in the 14. Jim Lepro in the 6. Bring the field up to speed as we exit turn number 4. And the green is out. Look out, Ed Dunn's 14 got a little loose at the start there. Jim Lepro, another one of those guys that's improving quickly. In the Buds Place 6 is your leader. 4W Wayne Gaither second. Rick Armstrong in the 29 sits third. Dunn in the 14 fourth. And it's Popham in the 7th. Dicing 4 positions through 3 and 4. Running away in the early going, Jim Lepro. As they head into turn 1. Dunn now slingshots to the bottom in car 14. Armstrong continues to pressure the 4W Wayne Gaither for second. Down the back straightaway. Close to the wall goes Chuck Murray in car 64X. Back of the pack he runs. Jim Lepro leading by almost a straightaway. Armstrong at a 29 on the outside, trying to take second in turn 3. Wayne Gaither, the 4W, challenge on the outside by Rick Armstrong's 29. Inside comes the 14 of Ed Dunn. Not enough room. Rick Armstrong on the high side takes over the runner-up spot. Dunn in the 14 continues to try and work the inside of Wayne Gaither's 4W now for third. Dunn followed by the 7 of Wayne Popham, Bill Nepper in the 55, Russ Dunn in the 47, and 16 Eric Roberts, and back a ways to Jack Mowry at the halfway point, 5 to go. And Dunn again on the inside of Wayne Gaither as they head into turn 1. Behind them, double foul, the 7 of Wayne Popham, 55, Bill Nepper, now they single file out of the back chute. The Buds Place 6 continues to show the way. staying right there in the fast lane. Closing in on your leader now is Rick Armstrong in the 29, tracking down the 6 of Jim Lapro with 2 laps to go. They're bumper to bumper, off a turn 4 for third. Now Dunn again to the low side. The down the straightaways, Wayne Gaither's got the quick ride. They're side by side into 1. Ed Dunn in car 14 trying to take third. He got the pass made in turn 1. 4W Wayne Gaither now 4th. Botham into 7th, still 5th. White flag is waving 4. Jim Lapro, here comes Rick Armstrong. Does he have enough time? Final lap. Bill Nepper in the 55 challenging Dwayne Botham for 5th. Armstrong is on his bumper as they head into turn 3. Race to the checkered flag. Jim Lapro in the 6th. Rick Armstrong in the 29. Armstrong heads to the outside, coming off a 4 down the front straightaway. Who's it going to be? Jim Lapro. Close finish. Ed Dunn will take 3rd. Wayne Gaither 4th. Another close race for 5th. Well, that was much improved over the first qualifying heat, that's for sure. The second heat for the York Limited Lates to the 6 of Jim Lapro, 29 Rick Armstrong. McCandless Auto Parts 04, that sharp-looking 04, John Beatty from North Hills. Going to give their $100 to the fast qualifier since we did time trial. Their money will go to the fast dash winner, and the green is out. And Mike Johnson takes on Norm Benning Jr. quickly into second. Johnson leads, race for second. Norm Benning Jr. in the fun 1. Doug Crawford in the 9C, hooked up in the dual turn 1. Beatty in the 04 runs in the 4th spot. 5th is Sherlock in the 21, then Gasparovich in the 5. Lasego in the 9 and 99, Tom Singer. Mike Johnson, the Jooks Body Shop, Cox Machine 10. What a race we have for second. They're exchanging some paint big time. Norm Benning Jr. in the fun 1 and Doug Crawford in the 9C really going at it. 04 John Beatty right behind them, sitting in 4th. Here comes Doug Crawford underneath Norm Benning Jr. another time. 3 laps down. Checking out the 10 of Mike Johnson. The race for second as they exit turn 4. There goes Doug Crawford by. Benning with a problem here in the fun 1. He's out of shape. The hand is out the window. He is off the pace. Flat tire for Norm Benning Jr. in the fun 1. That moves John Beatty the 3rd now in the 04. Sherlock in the 21 is 4th, running 5th. We got a yellow flag here. Right where the gate. Doug Crawford running 2nd. Norm Benning Jr. with that flat tire dropping out of the event. Up to speed they come off of turn 4. Johnson leads him into 1. Crawford follows him closely with Beatty in 3rd, Sherlock in 4th. Gasparovich in the 5-5. Look at old Doug Crawford go, challenging Mike Johnson for the lead off of turn 2. A battle of bullets. Through 3 and 4, it's still Johnson, but the car looks a little loose. Doug Crawford is down in on the inside, challenging for the lead at the halfway point. 5 laps to go. Mike Johnson, your leader. Doug Crawford shadows him off of turn 2. Beatty in the 04 running 3rd. Gasparovich now 4th in the 5. Sherlock slows a bit in the 21. The race for the lead continues off of turn 4, drafting down the front straightaway. Doug Crawford applying the heat to the 10 of Mike Johnson. Mike, former winner of the York Dealers Fall Classic 40. Matt Sherlock slows down now. Will drop to the inside of the racetrack and take the Deems photographs. Myers Service Station 21 to the pits. Another flat tire. The culprit there. Mike Johnson by 2 car lengths, your leader off for turn 2. Doug Crawford's 9C 2nd, John Beatty in the 04 3rd, 5 Rich Gasparovich 4th, then Dean Lasego the 9L, Tom Singer the 99, 2 laps to go. See see that the lap times are starting to pick up. The track's getting back into a running shape a little better. Some of that moisture drying up. Getting run in better and better. White flag this time, 1 lap to go. Machine 10 brings him through turns 3 and 4. Your third qualifying heat for the York Dealers Fall Classic. 40 to Mike Johnson with Dak Crawford a strong second. John Beatty third. Rich Gasparovich fourth. And your fifth place finisher will be the 9L of Dean Lasigo, followed by the 99 of Tommy Sigurd. For York Dealers, limited late model Fall Classic auto wrecking in Pittsburgh. And again, the way they finish will be the way they start. The front 3 rows for tonight's York Dealers Fall Classic. 40, the green is out. And Jim Paul jets into the lead at the start. Swinging Sam's down to 26 seconds, side by side for third. Mel Minigan at 75. Ricky Thomas at the 99, then Rich Curry in 3, and Charlie Jasinski in the 11A runs 6, looking to get lap 1. Here comes Curry, making it 3 wide, coming off a turn 4. They're crowded in the middle of the pack. 1 lap down, Jim Paul, your leader. Mel Minnick Jr. moves to 75 to second. Down to 26, Curry in 3, Thomas the 99, Jasinski the 11A running together. Down to 26, Thomas the 99C, followed closely by the 11 of Charlie Jasinski. Jim Paul still your leader from Toronto, Ohio in car 44. A little history on that car. It's a former Gator Harris Masterbuilt car that Bob Waring Sr. drove to win 600 and 601 here at Pennsylvania Motor Speedway. Paul leads, Mel Minnick Jr. is second. Rich Curry in 3 third. Style is 26 still fourth. The 99 Ricky Thomas fifth. 2 laps to go. Ricky Thomas now trying to take fourth with the 26 of Sam Style. He makes the pass going into turn 1. Still Jim Paul leading. The Gary's Car and Truck Rental 75 of Mel Minnick Jr. a close second. Third is the Crown Buick GMC 3 of Rich Curry. Then it's the L. Thomas Body Shop 99C of Ricky Thomas. Final lap. Jim Paul continues to lead. Mel Minnick second, Curry third, Thomas fourth, Stow fifth, pressured by the 11 of Charlie Jasinski. Coming for the checkered flag. Mel Minnick Jr. is closing in. He's going to run out of time. The win will go to Jim Paul. He'll start on the pole. Minnick second, Curry third, Thomas fourth, Stow fifth, and Jasinski sixth. $100 to Jim Paul from Batak. 15 Nick Jones, 11 John Flinner, 4 of Ed Faree, 84 Steve Baker. Late models, heat race number 1. Lou Bradish, the Bradish Auto Sales 5-year leader. The J. Cohen Trucking 15 of Nick Jones second. The D&C Automotive Auto Sales 11 of John Flinner third. Then it's the Franklin Racing Supply. Cars and Credit 4 of Ed Faree. The Phil Lucon Rep Pub 84 of Steve Baker running fifth. Sixth, of course, 1 of Dennis Curry. Dale Fuller in the 09 is 7th. Faree with a problem in turn 1 there, pushed high. Fuller in the 09 is Mike Ligon at the 2L, and then the 07 of Brett Raybergen. Flinner now in the 11 trying to take the second spot from the 15 of Nick Jones. Flinner hooked up on the inside of the Speedway. Out in front, it's the Bradish Auto Sales 5 of Luke Bradish. Look at Flinner come off of turn 2, run up alongside the 15 of Nick Jones again in turn 3. Through 3 and 4, John Flinner to the inside. Trying to take the second spot. He'll do it. Turn 1, Steve Baker now, the West Virginia rimliner, right up top. He moves to 4th. Faree in the 4 drops back to 5th. the best race on the Speedway with 2 laps to go. 2 to go. Brad is still your leader. Flinner running second. Third is Steve Baker in the 84. Jones in the 15 fourth. Baker close to the wall off of turn 2, headed sideways, steered out of it. Still in the 3rd spot. 1 lap to go here. Lou Bradish your leader. Bradish second, Baker third, Jones fourth, Faree fifth now. Curry is 6th. Fuller still 7th. Final lap coming off of turn 4. The Bradish Auto Sales 5 from Chester, West Virginia. Lou Bradish takes the opening heat race with the Wolfson late models. John Flinner second. Steve Baker third. Nick Jones fourth, and Ed Faree fifth. First heat. Outside is the 1K of Jim Kudis. Jimmy from the McKee Sport area in car 1K. Inside the second row, the SB Machine Equipment Service 34, Bobby Burgess from Allison Park. Lined up fourth, the Medic Alert M1 from Strasburg, Ohio, B.A. Malquit. Been running strong up at the Ace High Speedway in Conneaut, Ohio, on the pole in car number 9. Off of 4, the green is out. Westfall driving a rocket. He pushes high going into 1. Kudis tries to dive underneath him. They're crowded off of turn 2. There goes Malquit quickly on the outside. BA hooked up and flying on the top side in the M1. BA Malquit to the inside off of turn 4. The Medical M1 takes the lead. Westfall in the 9 second. Kudis in the 1K third. Norris in the 71 slides to 4th. Burgess in the 34 fifth. Kudis. So we're at second spot. Say the low side definitely coming in. Somebody's really crossed up. That's Danny Westfall in the 9. He drops back to 4th. Burgess is 5th in the 34. Westfall now challenging Norris for that 3rd spot. I said he was awfully loose. He gets a run back toward the front. Pull away is the Medic Alert M1 of B.A. Malquit. Here comes Bobby Burgess at 534 again. Westfall the problem in 3 and 4 that last lap. Car looks to push going into the corner and then get loose coming off. He's got his hands full, wrestling a bear. 4 laps down this time by, 4 laps down. The race for second, heating up here. The 71 of Mike Norris working the inside. Chopping into the advantage of the 1K of Jim Kudis. Leading by a straightaway, the Medic Alert, Bullet Chassis M1 of B.A. Malquit. Top 5. Zimmerman into the top 5 in car T3. Heating up. Now Jim Kudis has opened up some daylight as Mike Norris slips a bit in the 71. 4th to 34, Bob Burgess. T3, Keith Zimmerman 5th. 7 laps down for your leader, B.A. Malquit. Let's get the stopwatch on old B.A. 64. And the one thing, he's definitely got the field covered in this qualifying heat. His lead has grown to more than almost a third of a Speedway. The car just has been working of late. We definitely has it working here tonight. Kudis second, Norris third, Burgess fourth, Zimmerman fifth, Mike Johnson runs 6th. That's Dan Westfall and Ben Bellich. Off of turn 4 down to the inside. White flag waving for B.A. Malquit. 20.43 that lap, 20.43. Kudis still second. Jimmy having his best run of the season. North for Sales and an American-made chassis. in the 71 third. Burgess fourth. Zimmerman fifth. Checkered flag. Wolfson Hayden, late model heat race 2 to B.A. Malquit. Second will be the 1K of Jim Kudas. 71 Mike Norris third. 34 Bob Burgess fourth. T3 Keith Zimmerman fifth. And the 2 of Mike Johnson. And Westfall and Ben Bellich. Just talking to B.A. Malquit in the pits tonight early on. He said the 0-0 to Georgetown General. Kip Moore starts fourth. The number 1 Concord Automotive 1C of Lynn Geisler fifth. Off a turn 4, the fog rolling in. No go. Oh, we got cars together in one. Lots of fog all dead. Motor oil. Here we come off of turn 4. Looking for the green flag. The green is out. Mark Banal takes the lead. Kip Moore the 0-0 second. Lynn Geisler's 1C third. Westfall getting past on the outside by the 17 of Bob Waring Jr., who runs in the 4th spot. But Al still your leader. Moore second. Geisler third. Waring fourth. Westfall then Stan Barrett in the B4. And a newcomer tonight, Ron Reese in car 63. A new rocket chassis for Ron Reese in the 63. But Al leads off of turn 4. Second to 0-0 Kip Moore. Geisler, Waring, Westfall, Barrett, and Reese. Hopefully the cars going around the Speedway, they'll blow some of that fog away. Off of Ford, still Banal your leader. Moore in the runner-up spot, Geisler third, Waring fourth. Mike Westfall, Stan Barrett, and Ron Reese. No change in the batting order. Than B.A. Malquit was, but now turning that lap at 19.89 seconds. Again, but now turning that lap at 19.89, much faster than the laps that B.A. Malquit was turning in the M1. But now is now starting to pull away. Moore second, and closing in on him, the 1C of Lynn Geisler. Waring in a 17 fourth, W2 Mike Westfall fifth, then the B4 of Stanton Barrett, the 63 of Ron Reese. Mag Shop seat of Mark Banal off the 4th turn, completing lap 7. Start, the Malquit Racing Engine Mag Shop seat of Mark Banal. The 0-0 of Kip Moore still second. Geisler third in the 1C. 17 Bob Waring Jr. fourth, running fifth. The W2 Mike Westfall. Checkered flag to Mark Banal. Kip Moore second. Lynn Geisler third. Bob Waring Jr. fourth. Then comes the W2 of Mike Westfall, completing your top 5. And Mark Banal looking at out. Too much fog right now. Bob Heim and looks like the B4 of Dave Slade trails the field. Bill Slade and Dave Slade both in the same range. Actually, it's Dave Slade up front and Bill Slade in the back, the B4 and the 4. Close to the wall, the 20 of Dave Cork. And, oh, they turn it sideways. One does, anyway. That was the 4 of Bill Slade. Cork 20's okay. Dave Slade, okay. That's Bill Slade in the 4 that's sitting off the 4th turn. And the yellow. The rain has stopped. The fog is gone. The green is out. Pascuda still leading. Ron O'Patchen into 51 second. Jim Steffens into 38 is third. Then the 67 of Danny Rich, the 92 of Bob Heim. 67, Danny Rich close to the wall that time in turn 2. He'll drop back to 5th. The man on the move right now, the 92 of Bob Heim. Oh, a little too hard on the move. He gets a piece of Tom Pascudas in the 3. They both continue. No, Heim's turned back around again. It was so much fun the first time. He did it again, Bobby Heim, and the Lowry's run automotive 92. Parked in the middle of turn 4 and up atop the wall is the 3 of 100. Green is out. Off the 4th turn, Ron O'Patchen, your leader. Jim Steffens in the 38 second. Vince Nutino, the 19 third. Dave Cook with a problem in car 20. He's headed backwards. Third down to 67. Totino the 14th, 4th. The Slade brothers running 5th and 6th. Chuck Brad's Enterprise cars. Sunrise Motors at 51 of Ron O'Patchen, your leader. ISO Plumbing's 38 of Jim Steffens, 2nd. The Mugshots Cafe 67X of Danny Rich in 3rd. O'Patchen leading. Jim Steffens staying in striking distance, running 2nd. Best race right now is for positions 5, 6, and 7. Dave Slade, Bill Slade, Bob Heim in the 92, and the 3 of Tom Pascudas getting in on the battle. Actually, it's Dave Slade, Bill Slade, Bob Heim, and Tom Pascudas. Then Dave Cook in the 20 trails the field. White flag is waving. One more lap to go. Checkered flag waving for Ron O'Patchen. Jim Steffens will take the 2nd spot. Danny Rich in the 67X 3rd. Vince Totino 19V 4th. Close race for 5th. We'll have to check with the scores on that 5th place finish. Bob Hunt. Mark Schickel in the fun one, then Russ Matik in the 17. Len Dobrashevsky in the 25. The 10 of Jeff Bonashevsky, our point champ. Jim Zarin's 1C. Tony Shevchuk in the 7Z. And trailing the field here at the start is Jumpin' Joe Vacca, Mr. Excitement in car number 2. Joe's having a rough return to racing. Third time he's been out here in the number 2. Former track champ in the spectator stock division before moving up to the York Limited Lates and then being out of the sport for a while. Trying to get that Ford to work. Russ Matik of the Roberts Roadside in Valvoline 17 led 13 laps of our feature event here Wednesday night before he was passed by the 10 of Jeff Bonashevsky. Right now, 16, John Ponigbar in second. Bonashevsky in the 10 is third. Zarin's 1C fourth. Then Mark Schickel in the fun one. Len Dobrashevsky's 25. Shevchuk in the 7Z and Vac in the 2. Matika continues to set the pace. Ponigbar 16 second. Bonashevsky in the 10th third. Zarin's 1C fourth. Good race for fifth. Len Dobrashevsky trying to pass the 25, trying to pass the fun one of Mark Schickel, but got out of shape in turn 2. Lost some ground. Halfway now. 4 laps to go. Bonashevsky in the 10 drafting down the front straightaway behind the 16 of John Ponigbar. Two races. We've got the front 4 and we've got the last 4. Russ Matik and company down the back straight away, and leading the second pack is Mark Schickel in the fun 1. Jumpin' Joe Vac in the 2 there, trying to get out of that last spot, challenging the 7Z of Tony Shevchuk. 2 laps to go. Jeff Bonashevsky to 10 for a moment alongside the 16 of John Ponigbar for second, but Ponigbar holds him off. Roberts Roadside in. Valvoline 17 of Russ Matika through 3 and 4. White flag, 1 lap to go. John Ponigbar, the 16 in second. Here's Township Auto Supply, one of the sponsors of John's car. The Tomai's Towing, Foster Construction 10 of Jeff Bonashevsky third. The number 1 Cochran Automotive 1C of Jim Zarin in fourth. Len Dobrashevsky is now in the 5th spot in car 25. Here they come for the checkered flag. Off of turn 4. Russ Matika from Monaca takes your win. John Ponigbar second. Bonashevsky third. Jim Zarin in fourth. Len Dobrashevsky in the 25 will get credited with 5th. Up next will be our modified heats, and then it's time for the York Dealers Fall Classic 40. Here we go off of turn 4. The green is out. Mike Ross with a problem in the Rich's tire 27. Now he's back up to speed. Ralph Highsong Jr. and the Highsong Sitco Smiley's Tire 09 is your leader. The Combs Lounge, Three Rivers Coin 55 of Willie White in second. The Fantasy Show Bar Auto Trader 11 of Pete Laurie now second, as they both get by Ralph Highsong Jr. in the 09. Willie White shows the way. Pete Laurie in the 11, applying the heat in turn 2. High Song third. Robert Freshour in the 83 fourth, being chased by the 93X of Rick Wachter. Then Stas Shadowski. Bob Damron in the 12 and Mike Ross in the 27 trail the field. The race for the lead continues in turn 2. No letting up. Here comes Pete Laurie to the inside. Look at him go down the straightaway. Side by side into 3. Laurie with the advantage. A fantasy show by Auto Trader 11 moves up now. Wee Willie White becomes Lounge. Three Rivers Coin tries to get back underneath, but no going. Pete Laurie, your leader. Ralph Highsong Jr. in the 09 starting to close back in on that front 2. Fourth is now the 93X of Rick Wachter, followed by the 57 of Stas Shadowski. Bob Damron in the 12, the 83 of Robert Freshour, and 27 Mike Ross. Halfway this time by, 4 laps to go. Flag waving for Pete Laurie. Fantasy show bar Auto Trader 11 dancing down the back straightaway. 55 Wee Willie White second in the 09 of Ralph Highsong Jr. Off at turn 4, it's Pete Laurie taking the win. White second, Highsong third, Rick Wachter fourth, Stas Shadowski complete your top 5. Bob Damron, Robert Freshour, and Mike Ross trail the field. Off of turn 4 they come. The green is out. I think I said that was Dale Charlier in the 11 on the pole. It's obviously the 61 of Mark Obrzezinski. Obrzezinski, the K&K Beverage, GNS Motorsports 61 from Library, your leader. Mark picked up his first career win here a couple of weeks back. Kurt Havidel, the Kodak Gold 75, rambles into second. Paul Busch into 42. The Busch Brothers Tire 42, driven tonight by Don Luffy, is third. And it's the Rhodes End Auto Records 37 of Bernie Pachanowick. The 43 of Fred Varney. John Ralston's one. Bill Hopkins to the 217. We got a race for the lead down the back straightaway. Kurt Havidel, the Kodak Gold's Pearls Cafe 75, charging by the 61 of Mark Obrzezinski. Leader, not to be denied here in this first heat for the Modifieds. past the halfway point. 3 laps to go. 3 more laps remaining. Putting a lap on the 217 of Joe Hopkins as he takes the white flag. Mark Oberzinski still second. Don Luffy the 42 third. Then the 37 of Bernie Patanowicz and the 1 of John Ralston. Kurt Haberdale, the Kodak Gold Pearls Cafe 75, trying to pad that points lead with the win. 61, Mark Oberzinski second, 42, Paul Bush third, then Bernie Patanowicz in the 37, and the 1 of John Ralston.
Just flushed, he's on his way back.
Fans, interesting note as they come down for the flag, the 00 of Lee Weigel out of West Virginia, last year's UMP champion. Was the national champion for the Skull Series with the UMP Modifieds, Lee Weigel.
Wayne Tessine with the lead in car 10. Darren Miller to 16 second, Matt Smith to 77, and Lee Weigel from the 00 racing for third. Weigel makes the pass in turn 1. Second. Tessine's only been racing for a couple of weeks, and he has been impressive to say the least in that number 10 car. Lee Weigel 00 in second, Darren Miller in the 16 third. Then it's the 77 of Matt Smith and the 71 of Mark Moat. Tessine, the son of Tom Tessine, who owns the Coors 1 that Dennis Curry drives. Wayne, his son, and very impressive here. White flag, 1 lap to go. Car spinning, Ian Parasolik in car 7 brings out the yellow. Yellow out, no checkered, so we have to double 2 laps to the checkered flag, but that's not the case in the heat. Wayne Tessine with a good start. He leads him off of 4. Charlier in the 11 trying to put on a charge. For second off a turn 4. Tassine takes the win coming down the front straightaway. Weigel will get second. Charlier third. 16 Darren Miller fourth. 77 Matt Smith completing your top 5. Wayne Tassine in the Pittsburgh. The Interstate Investigations, Vincent's Pizza 14 of Ed Dunn from Beaver. The Brighton Heights Automotive McCandless Auto Parts 04 of John Beatty from North Hills. Then it's the 31 of Brad Westover from Lisbon, Ohio. The 4W of Wayne Gaither from North Lima, Ohio. The Gasparovich Plumbing and Heating 5 of Rich Gasparovich out of Kennedy Township. From West Homestead, the 42D of Nitro, Nick Dobnak. And the Remax Real Estate 7 from Carnegie, Dwayne Poffum. After the 9L, we've got Dean Lasego in the 9L from Heidelberg and the Jooks Golf 9L. Then it is car number 2, Jeff Scott from Carnegie. Bill Nepper in the 55 from Clinton. In the 99, Tom Seeger from Baldwin Whitehall will line up next. Then it's Russ Dunn in car 47 from Harmony. The 21 car, the Deems Photographs 21 of Ron Myers. Ron Myers the owner, Matt Sherlock the driver from Valencia. Eric Roberts in the Roberts BP 16 from Export. The Ed Spiegel's Jeep Eagle Fun 1 of Norm Benning Jr. from Level Green. And scheduled to start last from Bethel Park in car 64X is Chuck Mowry. Late models ready for their 5th annual Fall Classic 40. Last year it was Bill Yakin taking the win. In 1992, Mike Johnson was the winner. In 1991, Bill Yakin won, and Bill Yakin also won the first one in 1990. He has won 3 of the 4, not in the field tonight. Mike Johnson has the other win. He will start 9th. They're going to try and be 4 wide this time by. These guys are here every night. The strongest field of cars we have as far as car count, week in and week out. Let's send them on with the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania Motor Speedway round of applause. Get on your feet for the York Heating and Air Conditioning limited late models. Ready to go 40 laps for the Fall Classic 40. The 5th annual Jim Pollard car 44, Mel Minnick Jr. the 75. Off the 4th turn they come and the green is out. On the outside of the Speedway, Mel Minnick Jr. the 75 the lead. Ricky Thomas follows him to 2nd. Down the back straightaway, Paul the 44, Jasinski the 11 racing for 3rd. 5th to the 3, late throw in the 6th is 6 as they sort themselves out. Mel Minnick Jr. Ricky Thomas 2nd. Jasinski now 3rd. Curry moves to 3 to 4th on the outside. Paul the 44 runs 5th in turn 4. Let's see what they look like down the front straightaway. That will be the order. Your top 5 the same. Car 6 up against the wall in turn 1 with 2 laps down. 2 laps are down, 38 remaining. The York Dealers Fall Classic 40. Bell's on the gas. Thomas is right with him. Here they come into turn 4 off the 4th turn. Down the front straightaway. Ricky Thomas takes the lead. Restart Ricky. He's done it time and time again. Mel Minnick Jr. the 75 says, that ain't that bad, Rick. I'm going to try and get you on turn 3. And they're side by side going to the 3. Mel Minnick Jr. has the lead back. A bold move. The Gary's car, truck rental 75. Here comes Thomas back on the inside of the first lane. He's out doing another turn. Dale Thomas time. Holding them in. Bale takes off the fourth turn, down the front straightaway, into turn one, Thomas on the inside. He comes to the outside, car eliminated. Melvin Jr. leader. Charlie Jasinski in the 11 crossed up off of turn two. He's pressured on the inside and outside through 3 and 4 for third. Down the front straightaway, Minnick leads. Thomas second, Jasinski third, Paul fourth. Curry and Johnson running for that fifth spot. Curry fifth into 3, Johnson into 10-6. Curry trying to take fourth for the 44 of Jim Paul. Gary's car truck rental, rocket chassis, 75 of Melvin Jr. leader. The L. Thomas body shop, Mail and Steel CJ Rayburn chassis, 1919. Ricky Thomas runs second. They open up some daylight now, the rest of the field. Jasinski in the 11 still third, Paul the 44 fourth, Curry into 3 fifth, and Johnson in the 10 is sixth. Still a long way to go. Battle for third, fourth, and fifth continues. Cars on the back straightaway. Several cars scattered on the back straightaway. The yellow is out. One of those cars, Matt Sherlock, driving away from the scene. We go early this time. Here he goes on the gas. Got to run into turn 4. Thomas dives to the inside, coming off of turn 4 down the front straightaway. Going to be close, 20-1. Minnick with the lead in the 75. Thomas the 99 second. Jim Paul third in the 44 now. Jasinski in the 11 fourth. Johnson in the 10. Curry in 3 racing for fifth. Worked in. 75 Melvin Jr. running the middle to the high. He still leads. Thomas able to make some daylight though. Some ground through the corners down on the inside. Starting to come around. 10 laps down. 10 down. Ricky Thomas working the inside groove. Closing out the 75 of Melvin Jr. off the 2 down the back straightaway. Into 3. Thomas again will dive to the inside. Minnick running the top, coming off of turn 4. It's still Melvin Jr. Ricky Thomas right behind him. Jim Paul third. Mike Johnson is now fourth in car 10. And the car on the march is the 04 John Beatty trying to check into the top 5. He's hooked up down on the inside. Curry on the outside, behind him into 3. Good racing. Positions 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bunched up. They're 3 wide, coming off of 4 for 4th. 04 Beatty. 10 Johnson and 3 Curry. 3 wide into 1. York limited late model. Getting the job done big time. Here tonight they're all passing 40. Curry back to 4th. Johnson 5th. Beatty finds himself 6th in the 04. And here comes Thomas off of 4 underneath the 75 of Melvin Jr. Down the front straightaway. Dead even going to 1. Thomas with the advantage. Ricky Thomas takes the lead for the 75 of Melvin Jr. who dives back under Thomas off of 2 down the back straightaway. Into 3. Ricky Thomas, your leader. Melvin Jr. tries to come underneath him off of turn 4. Still Thomas in front. Minnick second. Curry third. Paul fourth. Johnson fifth. 86. Dunn seventh. Jasinski 8th. Norm Benny Jr. who started this race almost last in the front one is now 9th. And Doug Crawford's 9 seats in. Long way to go yet. Thomas leads. Minnick right with him in second in car 75. 15 laps are down now. 15 down. Rich Curry in third, trying to track down the front 2. in turn 2 to bring out the caution. Now back and chased on the last restart. Is now the man doing the chasing. Let's see if he can keep pace with the 3 of Rich Curry. Right behind them, Ricky Thomas and Mike Johnson. There goes Curry. He got the jump. Minnick moves up. Johnson gets blocked, and Thomas will settle into third. Cars together here, and we got them stacked up on the front straightaway. 16, Eric Roberts. And a 20. Curry's on the gas. The green is out, bringing him off of turn 4. Everybody's tires certainly will have cooled down by now. Goes to the inside of Curry in turn 1. Curry leads him off at 2. Minnick runs second. Thomas is third. Johnson fourth. Jim Paul in the 44 fifth. Mel Minnick Jr. challenging Rich Curry for the lead off the 4th turn. It'll be Mel Minnick Jr. taking the lead away. Here comes Curry though in turn 2. Right back on the outside. Down the back straightaway. Jr. in the 75, Rich Curry in 3, continue to battle off of turn 4. It's still Minnick leading. Curry on the outside. Has been the faster of the 2 cars in turns 1 and 2. 4W Lee Gator in the pits. Here goes Curry in turn 2 outside of Mel Minnick Jr. down the back straightaway, trying to take the lead back. Matt Sherlock in the 21 blows the motor. He's off the pace down the back straightaway. On the inside, Mel Minnick has the lead back through turns 3 and 4. What a race this is. Look at Curry in turn 2, lap after lap. The same deal down the back straightaway. Curry passes Minnick going into 3. Can Minnick get by him in turn 4? Off of turn 4 they come. Matt Sherlock makes it to the pits. Mel Minnick Jr. your leader. 24 laps down. Rich Curry to the outside in turn 2. Off the second corner. Curry now will have the 3 clearly in front as they head into turn 3. Thomas in the 99 runs third. 44 Jim Paul is 4th. Mike Johnson in the 10. Doug Crawford the 9C running for 5th. And there goes Mel Minnick Jr. through 3 and 4 with the lead again into turn 1. I tell you, these guys are giving each other plenty of room. Curry beats him off at 2. And now watch Minnick beat him off at 3 and 4. Curry continues to run the top through 3 and 4. And here comes Mel Minnick Jr. hooked up on the inside. He's still your leader. Ricky Thomas sits third. Jim Paul 4th. Doug Crawford now 5th in car 9C. Down the back straightaway. Side by side for the lead. Into 3. Through 3 and 4 they come. Curry's gone up a little high again off the 4th turn, and that's where Minnick's been able to hold him off. 13 laps to go. Now on turns 1 and 2, there goes Curry. Minnick slips for a minute. Curry with a 2-car length advantage into turn 3 this time. Curry, Minnick, and now closing in the 99C of Ricky Thomas. Curry way up high. He leaves that lap. Lap 28. Mel Minnick Jr. 2nd. Ricky Thomas 3rd. Jim Paul 4th. Doug Crawford 5th. Mike Johnson 6th. Ed Dunn 7th. Mike Morgan 8th. Wayne Popham 9th. And Charlie Kaczynski runs 10th. Biggest lead of the night for the Crown Buick GMC 3 of Rich Curry. Mel Minnick Jr. the 75 will settle into 2nd behind him. 3rd the 99C of Ricky Thomas. 4th Jim Paul in the 44 and still running 5th the 9C of Doug Crawford. Curry really starting to pour it on. Everyone's starting to follow him now at the top of the racetrack. Minnick and Thomas may have used up their tires. They were trying to run that lower groove. We've got 10 laps to go. Minnick more recently and Thomas early in the race. same race into turn one. In the yellow line, we've got a car against the inside fence in turn number 4. Looks like the 47 of Russ Dunn. It's Curry's race to start. He's outside. He's on the gas. The green is out. It's time to play the cards that have been dealt. 9 laps to go for the York dealers. Limited late models in their Fall Classic 40. Top 5 stay the same as they head into turn 1. Curry on the top side will lead them off at 2. Minnick second. Thomas now right on Mel Minnick's bumper down the back straightaway. Doug Crawford into 5th in the 9C. He and Mike Johnson battling there. Off of 4, it's still Rich Curry. Minnick closing in as he's been doing through 3 and 4. The battle off at 2. Now let's watch what happens in turns 3 and 4 this time. It's Rich Curry, your leader. Mel Minnick Jr. second, and Ricky Thomas. You got to be careful. That's Minnick because Thomas is right behind him. Rich Curry opening up another lead. All 44, still 4th, pressured by the 9C Doug Crawford, who's 5th. Mike Johnson's 10, 6th. And the 83 of Mike Morgan, 11 Charlie Dzinski, 04 John Beatty, 64 Andy Catellus running together there in the middle of the field. Rich Curry still your leader, the race for second, now tightening up Ricky Thomas. Closing in on the 75 of Mel Minnick Jr. The tire wear definitely has played its role here in the Fall Classic 40. Thomas and Minnick with the faster cars early, their tires seem to be going away, and Rich Curry continues to pull away in the Crown Buick GMC 3. 5 laps to go. 5 laps remaining. That race for second. Mel Minnick Jr. to 75. Right behind him, the 99C of Ricky Thomas. Crawford is now 4th in the 9C. 44 Jim Paul 5th. That bullet chassis. Crown Buick GM3C. Hit on all of the sponsors of the 3 of Rich Curry. Smoking in turn 1. The 9C of Doug Crawford brings out the yellow. We've got cars up in turn 4, but Doug Crawford, the 9C, who was running 4th, may have... Four laps to go. Curry jumps on the gas, and here they come off of turn 4. Minnick running at Curry as he pushes high, side by side for the lead number 1. Let's watch what happens in 1 and 2. Down low, he has the lead right now, coming off of 2. There goes Rich Curry on the outside, back in front. Minnick will go back to the bottom in turn number 3. Ricky Thomas running 3rd, coming off of turn 4. Down the front straightaway, it's Rich Curry, Mel Minnick Jr., Ricky Thomas, and Jim Paul Thomas to the outside of Minnick in turn 1. Curry leads him off of 2. Ricky Thomas now trying to take second from Mel Minnick Jr. He does, down the back straightaway. 2 laps to go when they combine. 2 laps to go. 38 down. Rich Curry pulling away in car 3. Ricky Thomas has taken over second. Mel Minnick Jr. 3rd. Jim Paul still 4th. The 10 of Mike Johnson running 5th. The Crown Buick GMC 3 of Rich Curry takes the white flag. 1 lap to go. Classic 40, Mike Johnson had 1. Down the back straightaway one more time. Curry your leader. Thomas trying to mount a charge through 3 and 4. The Crown Buick GMC. Pit 103 of Rich Curry. He'll take the York Dealers Fall Classic 40 and 94. With Thomas 2nd, Minnick 3rd, Paul 4th. A close race for 5th between Mike Johnson and the 10 and John Beatty in the 04. For the Pit Mon Auto, Crown Buick GMC 3 of Rich Curry, 99T Ricky Thomas will get second. Also, still some money to be decided. $150 will go to the car that has led the most laps, and that's going to be a tight battle because we had 3 different leaders. Curry led 13 laps in car 3. Ricky Thomas out to congratulate Rich Curry in car 99. Nice classy move there by Don by Ricky Thomas in the 99T. Congratulating Rich Curry.
Rich is shaking his head. He's in disbelief of how tough that was, all those cautions, all those restarts. One happy team.
Curry led 14 laps in the 3.
Not yet.
Mel Medic Jr. led the most laps tonight in car 75. He led 18 laps. He'll pick up an extra $150. 50 from Schernhofer Automotive and 100 from Gary's Car and Truck Rental. How about a nice hand for your York Dealers Fall Classic 40 winner, Rich Curry.
With second place finisher Ricky Thomas. Rick, a really tough race, some good competition. It seemed like maybe your tires went away. What was the situation? Congratulations on your second place run.
Hey, thank you. And I want to congratulate Rich for a nice run.
Also want to congratulate you. Wednesday night you sewed up the track championship. How's that feel?
Feels good, Don. We had a good season, Don. I mean, hey, not too many times you're going to 9 wins in one season. You know what I'm saying, Don? It's just a phenomenal season, and this was our big one. We tried what we did, and hey, Richie did a good job.
Season's not over. You could make that 11 wins.
We just might.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Don.
Mel Minnick, come on. Mel, you drove a beautiful race. You led the most laps, 18 or 19 laps. Some really good racing, a lot of tough competition. Some of your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I lot of side-by-side with Ricky and then with Richie. And last 4 laps, unfortunately, I lost a cylinder or a couple rocker arms or something. I wasn't running on all 8 cylinders.
Some of it seemed at one end of the track you could get around him, you'd be in the lead. Get to the other end, it would switch back and forth. Now you say you think you lost a cylinder. About what point in the race was that?
On the last restart, I lost a cylinder. Up to that point, 1 and 2 was extremely slippery for me, and 3 and 4, I had a lot of bite.
You did a beautiful job, all 3 of you guys, the whole field, to be commended on a beautiful job. You get an extra $100 for leading the most laps. $150 for leading the most laps.
I appreciate that.
Congratulations on a good job.
Thank you.
My money's going back to you.
There you go. We're way ahead of you here. Getting here, Becky from Cross Creek Road in Burgettstown. We can't read your name. Come on down here, 798 Cross Creek Road, Burgettstown. Well, it's Becky, D-E-P-R-A-I-B, if we can't read it.
Come on, Don, this is without a doubt the biggest win of my career. I'll tell you what, we've been plugging all year long, and we've had an up and down season, we've had a controversial season, and it just don't let us get down. We don't get down on ourselves, we just keep plugging away, and we do the best we can every week. And I'll tell you what, this is all possible because of Crown Buick GMC Trucks, Pittmont Auto Incorporated, Signature Auto Body, McGann and Chester Towing, Sammy Scholer's shop, Rick Crumb's shop, RLA. Rick Anderson spent all day yesterday working on his car to try and dial it in for this race tonight. I'd also like to thank Jerry Malley. He builds one hell of a motor. And I'll tell you what, I just couldn't be happier. I'd like to thank my crew, Ed, Ray, Joey Dorr, who's not here, Ray's wife, Cheryl, Rhonda, and anybody else who's helped us out this year and all the years before. I'll tell you what, I was thinking about quitting, but I got to tell you, after winning this one, I got to second guess myself on that.
How about the battle? You and Mel Minnick back and forth, many laps, a lot of cautions. It seemed like you had everything handled. Miguel, start all over again.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Don, we were in a pretty hard tire on the right rear and a little stop tire on the left rear, and it seemed like it took a lap or two for us to get the momentum going. And once we got the momentum going, this is the first night I believe there was a real nice cushion in the corners. Usually the walls are cushioned, and I was using that cushion to my advantage, and it paid off. I got to tell you, though, it was pretty hairy on that last lap. We come down and took the white flag, and the transmission jumped out of high gear. I went into turn 1, pulled it back in high gear, went down the back straight, went into turn 3, and it jumped back out of high gear. I come through 4 and down the straightaway, holding one hand on the shifter and one hand on the gear or on the steering wheel, but I wasn't about to get out of the throttle.
Going to be one disappointed guy in Bristol.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, when he goes away, we usually do okay, so we'll send him away more often.
Congratulations on a beautiful job, the biggest win of your career. I know you're going to get him an LJ video.
I'll tell you what, Don, you're right about that, and I'd like to thank York Heating and Air Conditioning. They make this possible. They help put the show on for us, and they sponsor this class all year long, and that's what makes racing become as big as it's getting as the days go by. And again, I'd like to thank York.
We got to go over here and see this lucky lady just... Okay, made it a little tough. I thought maybe you were a doctor the way you wrote that, because we couldn't read it.
My mother says that all the time.
I understand you need a furnace.
Yes, we were going to buy one. Our house is 25 years old, and we had to replace the furnace this year.
Well, you're going to be happy because I got one of their furnaces, and they do excellent work. In addition to their contributions here at the racetrack, they got a very nice product, and I know you will be pleased.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
You bring one of the fans out here to do this. Susan, come on out here. We're going to make some fan real happy here for $236.50. How about pulling a number? Move over here. Okay, ticket number 615684. $236.50. 615684. I want to thank you. Do you like surprises?
Yes.
Well, good, because we got one for you. Kevin, come on up here. Tell her what the surprise is.
Susan, I love you with all my heart. I'd like to know if you would marry me.
He wants to marry you. We don't have an answer yet. Just a minute, it's noisy there. Well, I guess that's a yes.
Yes.
Was that a dirty trick?
Yes.
Kevin Schroeder and Susan Broniszewski, and she said yes. How about a nice hand for Kevin and Susan?
I tell you, Dawn, you guys set her up bad. You set her up bad.
That was a dirty trick, wasn't it?
That was a real dirty trick. Racing Supply, Faree Chevy Buick Pontiac 4 of Ed Faree. The Marsh Planing T3 of Keith Zimmerman, the Coors 1 of Dennis Curry. The W2 of Mike Westfall, the 4B of Stanton Barrett. Plate models. Lou Radish in the 5, beam out with the M1, your front row. Off the 4th turn they come. Came out with the M1 second try. Wolf said late model 25 lap feature event is up to speed in turn 4. The green is out. Into turn 1 they thunder. Radish down low, Malkwood up high off a 2 down the back straightaway. to go outside for the restart. He brings them up to speed in turns 3 and 4. Off the 4th turn they come. Bradish and Malquith side by side coming at you down the front chute. Bradish continues to apply the pressure. Banal sits third now. Flinner